Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. How are you doing? Very excited, 988 subscribers, 12 away from that magic 1,000, so I can possibly do some live videos with my mate Nick, a bit of Wednesday waffle stuff. Anyway, so I'm not sure how to sort of say this, but I don't normally do supermarket beers, as you know. Now the reason I don't do supermarket beers so much, so I do them, but not every day or not like a lot. The reason I don't do them is because I feel if I start doing supermarket beers, or if I did them, I'd need to be doing a lot more beer reviews, sort of like day by day by day. And I'm not doing it for a job. I do it for the fun and the love and the laughter and the therapy, really. Just talking to myself down here at the Spencer Arms, talking to you guys, even though I can't see you. It's just really good, you know. It's nice and relaxing, and it just gets me. I like being in front of the camera, but just lately, there's been some fairly decent supermarket beers, but there's also been not so good. I've reviewed one. I am going to put it out there. So what I normally do is I support bottle shops and local and the breweries and things. And I always sort of tend to buy beers I know I'm going to really like. And I don't really want to be buying beers to then go, it's not really nice way. But I'm thinking, well, there's a lot of supermarket beers about at the minute. There's a lot of new stuff. And I went to Marks and Spencer's today specifically to get this Nitro Stout, Marks and Spencer's Nitro Stout, which has just come out, and I've seen it being reviewed and that, and I think, you know what, Speno, you've got to review this because you're all about Guinness and things like that. 1 second. However, whilst I was in Marks and Spencer's, I've been Morrison's as well. So I've been Morrison's, got a few interesting beers that I thought, oh wow, and on the traditional side as well, thought, oh my god. So I've got one from Theakston's that I'm quite sort of like excited about actually. But from Marks and Spencer's today, I came across this Seven Brothers Throwaway IPA. Flakes, cornflakes. I thought, Cornflakes Upcycled. It's 5% ABV as well, which is pretty damn good. Anyway, it just made me chuckle because I like these beers that are using throwaway food, saving it going to waste. And I hate wasting food. Honestly, I hate it. You know, if I have my dinner and Janie don't have all hers, I'll eat it. And she's the same. We don't like wasting food. You know, there's too many people in need of food out there that there's no way I'm wasting food. But anyway, I thought this was quite funny that I seen this because when I had some cereal, that I love my cereal in the morning. I have different things, malted wheat, bran flakes, fruit and fibre, Weetabix. But for a long time, I haven't had, and here it is, all unboxed, Kellogg's Cornflakes. Even though I can't even bother to shut the lid at the top. So this is currently my box of cereal that I'm having at the minute. It doesn't fill me up enough. So if I have this, come about 8 o'clock, I'm starving again at work. But I just really like cornflakes every now and then. Now, Kellogg's Cornflakes have got a little bit smaller than they used to be years ago. They used to be really sort of like quite big flakes, but now, you know, the packaging, it looks great and everything that goes with it. And Janie says to me, just get Sainsbury's Owns or whoever, Asda's own or what. I went, no. With cornflakes, it's got to be Kellogg's. So, yeah. And then here's a beer. Recycling Kellogg's Cornflakes. So, a hoppy IPA brewed using upcycled Kellogg's Cornflakes provided via their sustainability program. This beer has plenty of residue sweetness, dry hops for a full flavoured IPA. Seven Brothers Brewing beer, that's right. Each of us look at things a little differently, but one thing we all agree on is brewing great tasting beer. So 7 brothers, 7 people, 7 ideas. That's an odd one out, isn't there? So if three and three agree, one's got the casting vote, isn't there, at the end? So, or you can have 3 saying one thing, 3 saying the opposite, and then the one in the middle is like, whoa, I can give the casting vote. Right, now, I'm hoping we are without a kitchen at the minute, and so basically, like, my glasses, I've not got a sink to wash my glasses in. I'm not taking them all the way upstairs to wash them in the bath or anything like that. So they are getting a... That smells quite nice, actually. They are getting a little bit getting dishwasher clean, but like, you know, segregated, you know what I mean? Sort of like not with all the grease and the crap and that. So they're doing all right. They're not doing all right dishwasher sort of like being washed. So, you know, I've got videos there, but all various ways I've tried, and I love the salt method. I still think it's brilliant, the best. Regenerate the glasses. So they've had a proper regen with the chemical powder, and then use, you know, really clean water, clean bucket, bowl, whatever, clean baby brush. Everything's got to be clean. Well, right. So very light coloured. Like I say, 5%? It was, yeah, 5%. Very light coloured looking. In fact, it's probably the same colour as a cornflake, which is pretty decent, isn't it? So, I mean, they're so small, these bloody flakes are, that, I mean, look how small they are. I mean, honestly, they used to be huge. So it's sort of a cornflakey colour, isn't it? Cornflakey colour. I don't know how much cornflakes they've used in this. It doesn't really say. I did bring the receipt down to tell you how much it was as well. But that's a schoolboy error. About £2 something, £2.20, something like that. Anyway, it looks fantastic. It looks very good. It's got a great head, great white head, and it's a thick head because even though I smelt it when I was pouring it in, I can still smell it a bit, but the head's thick enough to it protects the beer from the oxygen in there. It doesn't last very long with me. But yeah, it smells a bit orangey, but I always get that. Yeah, it smells a little bit. It smells me a little bit orangey, but I smelt it when I poured it out. It had a good aroma. Right, let's get into this and see what it's like. So this is the start of, because at the minute, bless her, Mrs. Speno, she's sort of got her operated foot, and come this sort of time of night, she'll sort of sit down and relax. She's getting about and everything else, and I'm going to be probably coming down here a couple of 3 times of the week now, doing reviews, uploading them straight to YouTube, no editing, none of that, and we'll see where we're at. All right, cheers everybody. That's not bad at all. That ain't too bad at all, to be quite honest with you. I can't remember the last time I had a Seven Brothers beer, and I can't remember what it was. There's all the little cornflakes on the thing as well. What's that? It looks like it's got a number. Oh yeah, 7. Yeah, so I can't remember the last time I had a Seven Brothers beer. I can't even think about another beer that they do. But that, nice carbonation, nice mouthfeel, bit of grapefruity, slight grapefruity bitterness, sort of an orange and grapefruit taste. A lot of the times when I get the grapefruit bitterness, I don't get much of the grapefruit taste, but that's a bit grapefruity, orangey, a little bit of lemon, very nice sort of like citrusy sort of like fruit taste in there, but then it drops back into a bit of a moorishy maltiness that is not as powerful as when I first drank it. When I first had the sip, I got that sort of like malty taste coming out straight after. Now I've had a second sip, it's sort of blended in, so it's quite well blended together. Can I taste cornflakes? I mean, what is cornflakes? Natural grains, it says, added goodness, rolled and toasted, responsible sourced corn. So yeah, toasted flakes of golden corn fortified with vitamins and iron. Yes, and it's the same as beer. Good for you, isn't it? Lots of ingredients like maize, barley, malt extract, sugar, salt. But you know, malt extract. So you know, they were sort of a moorishy type of thing in themselves. Let's have a couple of see. I mean, even dry, they're not too bad, but I can taste a bit of the sweetness in that, having them dry there. I can almost smell the sort of the grain, if you know what I mean. I can almost sort of like smell. I'd never know, if you gave me this beer, I would never, ever, ever know that they've got cornflakes in it. Not a prayer. It's not as if I'm smelling this and going, cornflakes, you know. Yeah, I'm getting, what am I getting here? Roasted and toasted, sort of like cornflakey flavours. Added goodness, sort of like coming out the top. No, none of that. But there is a sort of like a... There is a sort of like grainy sort of... Almost... Yeah, like wheaty almost. That's a good beer, that is. Great head retention. Fantastic head retention. Look at that. I mean, I'm swilling it round. I can almost feel it going down as well, like in a warming way. There is a unique flavour with it. So whether or not that's coming from the cornflakes, there is that unique malty type of flavour from it. I'd like to know how many or how much cornflakes. So it's unfiltered and unpasteurised as well. Pour carefully. Make taste of it. Now, when I did pour that last bit in, I could have swore I seen the head have a little bit of like sort of like colour debris in it, if you know what I mean. I like the name. I like the name. So allergies multi-barley wheat. So it doesn't say how much has been used in here at all. But I like the name. Throwaway IPA. Very good. The label's been put on, look a bit skew with, look, as it's gone round. It's not met the other side, but we'll give them that one. Yeah, I don't know what more to say. It's sort of a citrusy, a very citrusy bite at the start. When I first started drinking it, a lot of that citrus note came out. The grapefruity, definite orange, lemon. Sort of orange zesty, but still bright orange as well. Like a bit of like, there's more of the less bitter side of the orange taste. It's more orangey. Definitely some grapefruit there as well, and a little bit of lemon. I can actually almost pick out all three of those in there. I don't normally get that accurate in picking all of them three separate flavours, and it's very pleasant in them citra flavours, really is. But then it's got this really nice balanced malt bill to it, which is obviously part of the cornflakes as well. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. Really quite grapefruity if you really just let it fall forward in your mouth and really sort of concentrate on what's being left behind it. Quite good. I like the citra flavours in that. It's got. I mean, what I've got to, like I said, I've got to keep my head on it. The fact of like, it's a beer made for the supermarkets. It's got to be at a reasonable price and everything else. But literally, I had a supermarket beer the other day from a great brewery, and I think they've just let themselves down with this one. That particular one, and that will either be on the channel or it will come. And I have got to, every now and then, I've got to be negative about a beer. I have got to knock it down. I can't have every single beer I have. Wow, 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 wow. But I tend to look for the beers I know are going to be wow, 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 wow. I've just done a Northern Monk order for Wednesday Waffle, and there's a great Patreon project beer in there. So anyway, I would say that's worth a buy. Right, stick around for some more supermarket reviews. Cheers, everybody.